Good morning, children. In this class we will discuss lesson 7, climate of India. In our previous class we have discussed lesson 6, coastal plains and islands. I request all of you to take out page 265. Let us discuss what do you mean by climate. So climate is the condition of weather. It is a weather condition for a long period of time. Okay, so in a given area, so climate remains for a long period of time. The weather is the condition of the atmosphere in one area at a particular time. For example, rainy, hot or windy. The weather changes every day. So what do you mean by weather? The weather is the condition of atmosphere. What do you mean by atmosphere? That is the air which surrounds the earth is called atmosphere. So the weather depends on the condition how the atmosphere is and in one particular area. Okay, so the weather changes every day. The weather do not remain for a long time like the climate. Okay, so for example, the weather can be rainy, hot or windy. Even the weather can change after 2 or 3 hours. Okay, for example, if now it is raining, after 2 or 3 hours it can be sunny or windy. The weather can change every day. Okay, a weather forecast is a description on the radio or television of what the weather will be like tomorrow or for the next few days. What do you mean by weather forecast? Weather forecast, through weather forecast we can get the information, we can get pre-information how the weather will be tomorrow or in the upcoming days. So a weather forecast is a description on the radio or on television or on different mass media, or even nowadays we can get weather forecast. We can check the weather in our smartphones. So this is the meaning of weather forecast, through which we can get the information how the weather would be tomorrow or for the next few days. The climate of a place is the general weather conditions that are typical of it. It is the long-term prevalent weather condition of an area. And what do you mean by climate? So climate is a long-term weather condition. It remains for a long period of time in a given area. Climate do not change like the weather every day. Have you ever wondered why the climate differs from place to place? So the climate, in different places we will find different types of climate in different region. And why we experience different types of climate? Why all the climate condition in our country India are not the same? Because there are many reasons, okay, which affect the climate. In some places the climate is hot and in some places we experience cold climate. Okay, why? Because due to the temperature, means how the temperature is, and altitude. What do you mean by altitude? That means how high, okay, from the sea, the height from the sea level to its height. And due to the rainfall, how much amount of rainfall the area receives. It also depends on the climate, also depends on the amount of rainfall received in that area. And distance from the sea and direction of wind. The climate also differs due to the distance from the sea. The areas which are near to the sea, okay, the climatic condition are different in those areas which are near to the sea to that of which are far away from the sea. And also direction of wind. So due to the direction of wind also the weather is different in different places. Next, different types of landforms experience different climate. India has many types of landforms. Therefore, different types of seasons are experienced in different parts of the country. So as we have discussed in our previous classes, so we have different types of landforms. India is divided into different physical divisions, okay, on the basis of each landform. So the climatic condition in each and every landforms are different. Okay, so due to the different types of landforms we experience different climates. Different types of seasons are experienced in different parts of the country. So that is why in different parts of our country we experience different season. Okay, all the season in our country are not the same. We experience seasons of India. Now let us discuss about the seasons of India. The three main seasons of India are summer, monsoon and winter. Some parts of India experience two more seasons, spring and autumn. So in India we experience mainly three main seasons, that those are summer, monsoon and winter season. And also in some parts of India, okay, also people experience two more seasons, that is spring and autumn seasons. So now let us discuss about the summer season. The summer season is characterized by long and hot days. It begins in the mid of March and lasts until the end of June. The summer season is characterized by long and hot days. The days are long and hot during summer season. And the summer season starts in mid-March, means in the middle of March it starts and continues until the end of June. It continues. During this time the temperature in most parts of the country remains high. So during summer season the temperature in most parts of India are high, okay, means we experience hot days. In summer and during summer the days are longer than the nights. The nights are short and the days are longer in summer season. Northern states like Delhi and Bihar experience hot summer afternoons with hot and dry winds known as Lu. So there are some states in the northern parts of India like Delhi and Bihar, okay, during summer season the area experience hot and dry winds. In those states hot and dry wind blows in those states, which is called Lu. Climate, okay. The coastal regions located towards southern India experience a moderate climate because of the breeze that blows from the sea. So the coastal regions, the places which are near to the sea in the southern part of India, what type of climate they experience? The people experience moderate climate, means medium climate. Why? Because of the breeze that blows from the sea. So from the sea to the coastal plains breeze blows, means what do you mean by breeze? Wind blows gently, that is fresh air blows gently from the coastal plains. So the areas which are near to the coastal plains in the southern part of India, okay, experience moderate climate. Mountainous regions or places at a higher altitude have lower temperatures than the plains and plateaus. So the mountainous regions, the people living in the mountains, okay, or the places at higher altitude, means what do you mean by altitude? The height, okay, the distance from the sea level to its top, that is the altitude. How high the place is from the sea level, okay, so that is the altitude. So they have lower temperatures than the plains and plateaus. The temperature in the mountain regions are lower than the other places like plains and plateaus, means the mountain regions experience cold climate in comparison to the plains and plateaus. Next, the summer season is followed by the monsoon season. It lasts from the end of June to the end of October. So when the summer season ends, okay, in June, in the month of June, the summer season is followed by monsoon. Which season starts? After summer season, monsoon starts, and monsoon starts from the end of June to the end of October. It starts from the end of June and continues till the end of October. The rainfall in India mainly occurs because of the monsoon winds that blow from the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. Why in India we experience rain, we receive rainfall? Why? Because of the during monsoon season, what happened? Monsoon wind blows from the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, okay. So due to the monsoon wind, okay, we experience monsoon season, means rainfall in our country India. These winds carry a lot of moisture which causes heavy rain, means the winds The monsoon winds which blows from the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea, while blowing they carry moisture, means liquid materials they carry, okay, wet, which is wet. So due to this reason, what happened? The winds carry a lot of moisture. Due to this reason, we experience rainfall in our country, which causes heavy rainfall. Next, every part of India does not receive the same amount of rainfall, while West Bengal receives a fair amount of rainfall. Means in our country we receive rainfall. Why? Due to the monsoon winds blowing from the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. But in our country India, we do not receive the same amount of rainfall. In some places the rainfall, in some places, okay, the area receives heavy rainfall. In some places the area receives less rainfall, okay, while West Bengal receives a fair amount of rainfall. In the state West Bengal, the place receives fair rainfall, pleasant rainfall. Rajasthan hardly receives any rain, means the state Rajasthan receives less rainfall. The state Rajasthan receives less or no rainfall. So Rajasthan hardly receives any rain. Floods occur when there is a heavy rainfall. So due to heavy rainfall, flood occurs in our country India, okay, and little or scanty rainfall may cause droughts. So heavy rainfall is also a problem, and little or scanty rainfall, less rainfall is also a problem. Why? Because if we receive heavy rainfall, flood occurs, and if a place receives less or scanty rainfall, it causes drought, means the land in that area dries up and start cracking, okay, so that is known as droughts. Both floods and droughts are harmful for the farmers since they destroy crops. So both floods, both heavy rainfall and less or scanty rainfall is a problem for the farmer. Why? Because they destroy crops which is grown by the farmers, okay. So dear children, I hope you understood about seasons of India. In our next class we will discuss winter season. Thank you. Have a nice day.